Great Bull interview, Alpha, take one. Common Mark.
Yes, sure.
So I'm Ray Rambowski. I'm a Gray Bull board member. I've been a board member for 2 years and a donor. For me, the way I got involved was I know Olivia for a long time when I used to work in Lower Manhattan, and so did she. I saw on social media that her and Brian, when they got married, and I saw all the activity Brian was doing for Gray Bull. And I reached out to Olivia and said, hey, what is this? She told me a little bit about Gray Bull, and they were coming to New York City for a 9/11 event. So I went to New York City and met up with them, heard the story from Brian of what they did, and it was right after they broke Carrillo out of prison. Carrillo happened to be there. So I went and spoke to Carrillo and heard his story. Instantly knew I needed to get involved and do something. So I own a company, and then I'm a CEO of my real job is I am the CEO of a manufacturing company called Spray-Tek, where we manufacture flavors, fragrances, nutraceuticals, and vitamins. We're owned by a private equity company. I've been there 15 years, been in the industry over 30. And then I'm also the owner and CEO of an entertainment consulting company that I started with my daughters. Both my daughters sang and played instruments, and we got into it that way. So it's a family business, just like our passion for Gray Bull. We have a passion for that. And for me, I just go around and try to guilt people to give us the money that we need to fund missions.
There's never a time you think you're going to be in a position where you're going to need somebody. I never would think that either. I just want to tell you, Israel, a month ago, I had a girl that I graduated high school with that I had not spoken to in a little while, because I'm old, reach out to me on Facebook, and we saved her and her husband. And so there is always somebody that you know. So for us, it's about spreading the word. You know, everyone here are the most amazing human beings I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. Brian Stern is a Purple Heart recipient. He's a true hero. So, you know, to follow him and follow the rest of these people is an honor, an absolute honor.
You kind of already said it, but just the question of why. Like, why are you involved in this?
Yeah, the reason why is one of my childhood friends passed away in Iraq in '07, was killed in Iraq. I feel like I've haven't done enough in my life to give back, you know. And when I met Brian and literally heard his story, I felt like I knew Brian my whole life. And then I spoke to Carrillo, and hearing Carrillo's story and what he'd endured and what he'd been through. Then at the gala, unbeknownst to me, I was sitting next to his mother. I had no idea who she was. She was just at my table. And she went up and gave a speech about the events of Carrillo. And there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And when she sat back down, just to know I had a little bit to do, you know, raising money or helping somebody, it turned into a passion. So people need to realize there's more Americans in need than we know. I never knew. I had never even heard of a Carrillo until meeting him. We need Gray Bull. This country needs Gray Bull. What we do and what we've done in 4 years is unprecedented at Gray Bull. And what Brian and the team has been able to accomplish is absolutely something that should be revered and talked about. This is the beacon. This is the North Star. And Brian Stern and the entire team, they live it. It's in every fiber. You know, I've seen it now for 4 years. I've seen it for over 800 missions and over 8,000 lives saved. And there's a lot more to work to do. We never want to say no. So all the money that we could raise leads to more lives being saved.
Wow, that's awesome.